You're listening to Linux News Log, separating the Linux and open source signal from the noise.
Hey everybody, how's it going? I am your host Adrian, coming to you almost live from lovely Petaluma, California, here in Studio MC2 at QuickSurf Internet Studios. Linux News Log is a proud member of the Tech Podcast Network. If it's tech, it's here. Do feel free to head on over to techpodcast.com and check out all the other technology-related shows over there. I'd like to encourage everybody to visit us online over at quicksurf.com. For those of you who are watching on YouTube, if you have not already done so, please do subscribe. Overhead, there's a subscribe button. If you prefer to watch or listen to this show via your podcatcher of choice, you can always get those subscription links over at quicksurf.com. They're in the show notes for every episode. I'd like to do a little service announcement. I'm switching recording the shows of Linux News Log to Monday nights from Sunday nights. Mythbusters moving to Sunday nights kind of has put a wrench in getting my favorite show on TV watched, as well as getting Linux News Log recorded on the same night. I just don't have the time to do both, and since I can't move what night I watch Mythbusters on, logically that means that Linux News Log, when I record it, has to move. So instead of being released late Sunday night, Linux News Log will now be released late Monday night. I had a Monday night release schedule before, it got moved to Sunday because that happened to be my freest evening. Well, now that's no longer the case, so I'm moving it back to Monday until further notice. With that, let's go ahead and get into the stories for this episode. From techcentral.ie, Amazon Web Services has upgraded their cloud-based Linux implementation. For those of you who use Amazon Web Services, this is pretty cool. The latest Linux AMI that they have available now includes the R language, as well as new versions of Apache and PHP. This is a huge deal. By all means, check it out if you're an AWS user, and it should be pretty interesting. From PC World, in their Linux Line blog, there are two new ASUS laptops which offer Ubuntu as Linux for an installation option. This is pretty neat. As Windows 8 draws ever nearer, it's not surprising to see the debut of a flurry of devices featuring the new OS. And ASUS has released two new laptops that you can get Ubuntu on if you so desire. The notebook Italia on Monday, you can order it with Microsoft's operating system or Canonical's Linux distribution, the ASUS F201E. It's an 11.6-inch HD display, a 1.1 gigahertz Intel Sandy Bridge Celeron 847, and an Intel 4000 integrated video subsystem. And the X201E comes with Ubuntu preloaded. It's now listed for $549 on Best Buy. It comes with a 1.4 gigahertz Core i3, 4 gigs of RAM, and a 500 gigabyte hard drive. That's actually a pretty good laptop, no matter what operating system you're running. But still, check it out, especially if you want to get something that's got Linux pre-installed, because it'll have all the drivers and everything that you need to just run it out of the box without any issues. From MSP News, Marble Cloud rolls out of Marble Access Cloud Management Solution. Marble Cloud has newly introduced the Marble Access Cloud Management Solution, available on iPhones, iPads, Android devices, and a variety of Windows, Linux, and iOS endpoints. The solution is made up of the Marble app, Marble Network, and Marble Cloud Management Services. The company was formerly known as IronKey. It offers an end-to-end hardened environment against a variety of attacks with the new management solution, including Trojan attacks, man-in-the-middle, man-in-the-browser, DNS poisoning, malevolent Wi-Fi networks, and other attacks of that nature. You get a secure multi-layer environment that enables users to access the cloud through any employee-owned device. So pretty cool. This is mainly for corporations, obviously, but still nonetheless pretty nice. From honline.com, Mandriva Foundation has gotten a new name. It is now called OpenMandriva. This is the result of Mandriva going through and basically doing a poll saying, hey, we want to change our name. Everybody out there that uses Mandriva, here are some options. What would you like us to call ourselves? And so OpenMandriva is the new name of the foundation, and we'll be looking forward to see good things ahead. From IT world over in Canada, the Linux Foundation is offering a UEFI boot solution. We've reported on this previously. There's been several solutions kind of rolling around. This is primarily for those of you who are unfamiliar, dealing with how the various Linux vendors are going to get Linux to boot off of a secure boot system for Windows 8 secure boot hardware that's designed for that. And the Linux Foundation now has come up with a solution. There's been it's a long story, but it's a little convoluted, the solution that they've come up with, by what a lot of people are saying online. Definitely check the story out and just it's yet another solution. From the VAR guy, Canonical has created a monetary donation system for Ubuntu. We all know that Linux distributions are always on the hunt for more cash. This is how they stay in business. Canonical is no different. Since the article points out here, since its beginning, Canonical has worked hard to attract business, but now the company is also accepting user donations to support development of its main product, Ubuntu Linux. This is simply a belated emulation of its main revenue strategy of many other open source projects, or does it have a more important meaning? There's some thoughts. You can donate to Ubuntu if you want to, and they'll gladly accept it. That'll do it for this episode of Linux News Log. As always, everything we've talked about is linked up in the show notes. You can get those online over at quicksurf.com. And with that, please do subscribe if you haven't already done so. If you have subscribed, thank you so much. Please like the video, and I will see all of you on the next episode. See you then. Bye.